entrance, you know what I mean?
She did make
Next
it.
time.
Yeah.
Next time.
You can always step off and come in. I made it. I'm here. Relax.
We can start now that Joann's
Oh, I love your hat. Who made that?
Oh.
That came with the shop,
Did it really? Fun that.
but I could make it. I have all the stuff to make it.
Yes, you did.
Was I?
Oh,
Yes. Good morning. Are we live?
Yes, you're alive.
Good morning, everybody.
Put your head back under there. I want to take a picture.
Let me find the. Let me find our post here. Where are we at? Come on.
yes, here we are. Cut up and sew. Halloween fun.
We're
and
cutting
games.
it up.
Good morning, Janice. I'll step to the side. Can you see me? Thank you for my crossbody bag, whatever you want to call it. Check out what Janice made me, you guys.
It's so cool.
On her birthday, she gave me a gift.
This is amazing.
It's the greatest fabric ever, but yeah, it's so cool.
What
do you
does
think
that look like?
Thank you.
I think it must be nice to be Josh.
It's-
It
My
is.
life does not suck. Yeah, it's a nice gray. I don't know
Ooh,
if the camera
pretty.
can see it, but
Okay.
yeah, it's awesome.
I like that.
I know. Everybody's so just good to me.
Yes,
True.
they are.
When we had the quilt show, Carrie and Lois, I wanted to say Louise, Lois and Louise, and their hubby, they said, "Can you come outside?" They got a cake for me saying congratulations. I mean, just little things like that are so, it means so much. So
Yes, absolutely.
I'm going to move you. If you haven't seen the haunted sewing machine, you got to come in and check it out. This thing's fun. Maria found this.
Yeah, and pretty soon it's going to be the haunted cut up and sew.
We're already there.
We can move her if you want. All right.
It's okay. Calm down. Sorry.
She's sound activated, so turn her off.
I don't know. Oh, there it is. She's haunted. It's in the off position, I swear.
Settle.
Settle down. All right. Whew.
Holy moly.
What a start. All right. Good morning, everybody. We got a whole party on here. I love it. Good morning, Char, Janice, Joyce, Marilyn, Nancy, Diane, Mary, Christy. Good morning. Having to leave Disney World today, but back to reality and your wonderful shop. Okay. I'm glad you added "and your wonderful shop." And back to reality.
Back to
I
reality.
hope you had fun at
This
Disney
sounds
World.
like the best part of reality.
Absolutely. All right. Well, happy Monday.
Yes. Happy Monday. My favorite day of the week.
It is all mine too. It is almost my favorite month of the year.
Almost October.
We're so close.
It's like a day away, isn't it? I never know the date.
Less than 24 hours.
That's
less than
right.
24
Good morning,
hours.
Maria. So thank you. I want to start off by saying thank you to everybody that came out on Saturday. The Ryan's Case for Smiles Sewing for Charity party was a massive success. Sherry, thank you especially for just putting it all together and being an awesome host. And she's so organized. She had kits and people came in who had never been here. We had a whole St. Augustine group, which was great.
Wow.
So she was like, okay, sit here. And it was like a nice assembly line.
Mhm.
It was great. We had the sergers down here, the ironers and preppers down. It was perfect.
How
And
many pillowcases?
I don't know the total count. We had so many people drop them off. I know we're over 400 for dropped off. Like the table was packed.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a big picture. I think
You said it.
yeah. So we'll post it. I think Sherry already posted it of everybody that participated. It was wonderful.
Mhm.
So thank you. You guys are awesome. Quilt show specials. If you remember, we said that we're going to continue this quilt show specials until the end of the month. Well, that's today.
That's today.
Today is the last day to take advantage of all of the quilt show specials that we had, and there was a bazillion of them, so I'm not going to list them, but don't forget, we have these awesome 3-yard bundles. We have a ton of 3-yard books in stock, so if you didn't get to go to the quilt show, I know people were asking us constantly, where are the 3-yard books? Where are the...
Mhm.
Well, they were at the show, and now they're here.
So come back.
And what's great, and it works so well at the show that we're kind of, the ideas kind of being displayed and talked about in the shop as well. So you pick your pattern, you pick your fabric, You pick your hardware.
That's a bag stuff. Yeah.
For bag stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's great because these 3-yard bundles would be perfect for a lot of bags and, well,
Right.
obviously quilts. But so if you don't want to do a bag, you pick your book, you pick your fabric. There you go. That's even easier.
Cool. These are really well done, though. There's some beautiful.
good tight.
They are in there. I put them in there tight so I can stick them up so they stay.
Yeah.
But this fabric, which we showed one time, is absolutely amazing. And if you look at this bundle,
Yeah.
it's so great.
They're
I love
all
this
good.
fabric. So
They're all good. This might be my favorite, but I don't know that for
We have a
sure.
sample of that one.
yeah, that pink and
Yeah, the pink and gray and
black
white,
and white is so pretty.
is really
Yeah.
pretty.
And would you mind grabbing those AccuQuilt dies for me, Joann?
All of them?
Yeah, I just want to go real fast through them. So again, if you didn't get a chance to come to the show, or even if you did, we did find that we had a lot of stuff, and everybody was, congratulating us for the new shop and all this. So I think that people kind of didn't get a good chance to look around because we had so much, and we were right in the middle with Caterpillar. And now that you guys looked at because we sold out of a bunch of it, so that's awesome. We do still have some of the light boards left, and if you want one of the flex lights or the circular mat or any of the things we did sell out of, you could still come in today or call us and you'll get the Quilt Show pricing. We'll just have to order it for you. Actually, we've already ordered it. You'll just get one when they come in. But some of the new dies I just thought I'd show. This one isn't brand new, but it took forever to come in, and it's so cute. So this little kitten die is awesome. The sewing machine die, I mean, I can't believe they didn't do this one a bazillion years ago when it was AccuCut. And I don't know if you could see, but I actually really like the sample.
The hexagons. Yeah.
Yeah, the hexagons. So that's a really fun die. Of course, everybody likes the lighthouse.
Yeah, that's right. And somebody needs to do that for the new shop. And say, cut up and sew.
That's a
St.
good
Augustine.
point. St. Augustine Lighthouse.
Ah, good point.
There you go. That lighthouse is awesome.
Yeah.
Mainly because it's haunted.
Somebody could do a haunted lighthouse.
And then a fun pineapple. So anyway, I just wanted to show this mainly to remind you guys that AccuQuilt, we still have that buy more, save more special going on, but today is the last day. So if there's a die you want and you want to take advantage, call us. And if you ended up getting some at the show, let's say you bought 2 at the show, well, if you buy just 1 more today, we'll even consider it a total of 3 and give you the extra discount.
Do we have to have a receipt? It's on your.
We can find it.
Okay.
It's a good question, though. We're very trusting also. We know our people.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for Ryan's case. Last day for Quilt Show specials. Halloween is almost here. So we've got some, I didn't think there's any Halloween bundles here, but we do have some Halloween 3-yard bundles. We've got some new Halloween fabric. We've got a ton of Halloween fabric. I'll just say that, period. We've started to decorate the shop, so it's starting to get fun and spooky.
Yeah, you got to come in. It's not scary.
No, I don't have any of the
It's
clowns
fun.
turned on yet. So.
Yet. I was
Oh.
gonna say yet.
The problem with is, for me, I love the spooky. I want it to be scary Halloween,
Mhm.
but this is a fun quilt shop, and so it's a strange combination of, like, you've got this beautiful, delicate, artsy fabric panel next to this scary clown. It's like a
Okay.
weird, but it works. It's fun.
There's some scary dolls too.
There's some
Really?
scary dolls.
You
for
may
sure.
not want to bring your kids.
Oh, the kids
Bring
love
the
it.
kids. The kids like
Oh,
it.
the little ones.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember, I
okay.
used my son as the test,
Well,
as the
that's
tester here. Hey, is
But,
this
you know,
scary?
it's a
Is this too
genetic
scary?
thing.
Well, that's true. He's desensitized. And we will see you shortly. Fantastic. Good morning, Debbie. Okay, so Halloween fabric is 20% off. We didn't really say when we were going to start that. Is it tomorrow? It's technically the first day of October. But I'll be honest with you, if you come in today, you know what I mean? I bet you we'll give you 20% off of Halloween fabric. If you're going to come in and take advantage of the Quilt Show pricing, you might as well
That's right.
get the whole shebang. You know how we roll.
Uh-huh.
We're decorated, right? So we're in the spirit. Some fun things that I think people have overlooked. You know about the King Star metallic thread.
Mhm.
We talk about it all the time. Greatest metallic thread on the planet. That's a fact.
It's
And I'll
amazing
stand
how
by it.
nicely that works.
Sometimes it's an opinion. That's not an opinion. It's a fact. So we have some really fun kind of Halloweenish little bundles here that comes with that includes some nice vinyl Halloween themed. So these have been sitting over in the corner, and I just feel like people haven't seen them. So 'tis the season to show you guys. These things are fantastic. They're really great. And it comes with, this one comes with 3 of the spools of the King Star, and then I think 3 or 4 pieces of the vinyl. Yeah, the idea, make your applique sparkle. Really good for a vinyl applique project.
Thank you. I was going to ask that because I'm not familiar with this product.
Actually, look, it even says vinyl applique
I
kit.
see that.
Look at that. Free design in this one. So this one's got the fun witches feet, witches boots, legs. And they even threw in some nice lime green exquisite, so you can do some embroidery. But you can embroider with the with the King Star. That's the beauty of this metallic. So these are cool. So I just wanted to show that. Let's see here. I'm going to do this one in just one sec. Let me stick to my list. Tony, let me know if I'm missing anybody. If anybody's love the metallic thread, looks great on quilts. It absolutely does. It's the only metallic thread you really don't have to put in a metallic needle, slow the machine all the way down, have it on a extra spool stand that's way up here. Like, it's just awesome. You can pretty much just set it in your machine and go as if it was regular polyester or cotton.
It's amazing. I wonder how they do that. I mean, all the others just seem to be a problem, whereas these are so easy to work with.
There's a silk.
It's a core. It's a different core.
It's a different core. Yeah. So it doesn't have that metal, that wiry fabric. I don't know what to call it. The way that it's made. I'm going to call them and find out what the actual description is. Nina did tell us, but there is a silk property. I don't know if silk's actually in it, but same thing that they use to make the kimonos. It's got that nice. It just falls. For a metallic thread to fall like that and be soft.
Yeah,
that's a big deal. So that's what makes it so nice. That's not what this is, by the way. This is something else.
That's something else.
Okay, so Halloween is here, and the only downfall for this month, and it's bittersweet, very sweet, but a little bitter. I am actually leaving to go to Chicago on the 6th for the whole week because I'm going to be doing Bernina new dealer training. Even though I know Berninas, I've sold them for years. You have to be able to go do this. You have to go do this in order to be an authorized dealer. So I've already had people emailing me going, are you going to offer support for Berninas and education? The answer is absolutely. But in order to get access to all their stuff, I have to go do this. So I will be gone for a week, which I don't like being gone during Halloween month.
Yeah, that'd be
but it
very
is what
sad.
it is. And they're all here to hang out and have fun.
And we'll get your picture out. So
okay. It's only a week. It's not a month.
Be gone?
Next week. It's the 6th I'm leaving. So that's Sunday. So I'll be gone Monday through. And something else. Again, speaking of you guys being so kind to me, and I love being on the floor. I'm never going to not work the floor and hang out with you guys and be a part of the shop experience, but I have to go learn. I'm always learning, trying to grow and honestly get better so that we can offer more to you guys. So when I'm gone, people tend to go, I'll wait for Josh to get back. Or we get a lot of calls like, oh, I need to talk to Josh. I love that. Truthfully, everybody that works here is absolutely 100% able to help you. I mean, truthfully. So I'm only saying that because I love helping you guys, but honestly, Tony can help you. Maria can help you. Sham can help you unless it's a technical question about a sewing machine. But here's the other thing. They know how to find the answer. So I don't want you guys to wait around. I want you to get real comfortable coming in and get to know these ladies if you don't know them, because they're awesome. They wouldn't be here if they weren't.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. So Chicago for a week because education is important. And we are going to be offering Bernina education, just like we do with Baby Lock and Janome here, starting November 2nd. So any questions, feel free to call. Good morning, Cindy. Does that make sense, though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, there are a few spots left for the Nina class. Apparently, there was only one spot. You know, on Saturday, we were talking about how there was only one spot available for each class. Well, I believe for what 2 classes? Chop It Like It's Hot and Free Motion 2.
What?
We've added a couple spots.
Yeah.
So
All of them we can.
What's that?
We can add all to all of them.
To all of them? Okay, so Nina basically called us and said, hey, you know what? I know your people. We've been in the shop. I know the space. We can add a few more spots. So if the spot, I don't know, they may be full already, but the reason I'm saying that is if you really want to take this class and you didn't get in and you didn't put your name on the wait list, call us because we can get you in. But that class is soon. I think it's the 9th, 10th, and 11th.
Week you're gone.
Yeah, the week I'm gone, which is another reason that it's slightly bitter. And I told Nina yesterday, she's like, no. I was like, I'm sorry. I was afraid to tell her. I was like, no, Nina, I'm sorry. Linda, they are awesome and very helpful. And truthfully, the same thing with me. I don't know all the answers. I Google a lot. But that's that. You know, we have access to get the answers.
Yeah, everybody else has a Google too.
Yeah, exactly. But there's, you know, they come here and they want us to give the answers, but we're not going to guess. So I joke about Googling. Usually we go to our secret, you know, stash of answers, but still, we can get you the answers. So Nina, make sure you're checking the dates. And if there's a class you want, please sign up, especially those beginner people who are really getting excited or want to start getting into free motion. That's the class you should take. 100%. Sign up for texting, by the way. All these things that we're talking about, all these classes, if you're not getting on the wait list because you didn't know exactly how, I think it's still scrolling down there somewhere. If you text Cutting Crew to 85100 and opt in. For example, when the shop closed during the hurricane,
Oh, yeah.
Tony sent out a text message letting people know, hey, we're closed. And that's the kind of thing. We don't harass you. It's easy for us to get information out that way.
Right.
And speaking of which, our thoughts and boy, people up north, we're thinking about you guys.
They were really hit hard.
Yeah, for sure. We were very, very fortunate. I feel like Palm Coast, I'm knocking on wood, is in this little bubble, but there are people all up the coast and everywhere that got hurt. But yeah, we're thinking about you guys.
Yeah, so far I think we've been here about the same time as you have been. And, you know, there have been several hurricanes go through, but we've hardly been affected by them. And we're very fortunate. We're very grateful for that.
Absolutely, we are. Okay, so texting. Now, all this embroidery stuff here. We had a baby lock embroidery event a couple months ago. And we ordered a little bit too much. So we've got some leftovers, and honestly, we didn't have room to take them to the show. So for those people that are getting into embroidery or don't know that much about dime embroidery, we're a big dime dealer because they offer so much. Joann said, look at this fun hat because it says cut up and sew, fun matters. But the reason I grabbed this hat, there it is a lot of people don't want to purchase a 6 needle, a 10 needle.
Right.
Because they're very expensive and they don't have room for another machine, or maybe they're not really, if you're not doing a lot of embroidery, a lot of repeat, like business type embroidery, you don't need a multi-needle. But people are like, but I want to do hats. Well, dime has gotten, and I've talked about this before, really smart. So if you have one of the magnetic hoops, I'm gonna hold that up. That's a dime magnetic hoop. This little hoop clamp literally clips onto there. And then you take your hat, I got to do it here and I'll hold it up, and you put the bill on it. And so if you put sticky stabilizer in your hoop and you flatten your hat like so, the back of the hat sticks to the stabilizer and you can embroider right there on your hat.
That is amazing.
It's very, very cool. So
can you use this on like the baby lock machines?
Oh, yeah. Any domestic machine. So Dime makes, if you notice right up here, it says Baby Lock and Brother.
Yeah.
They'll have one. We have one for Janome. Soon we'll have one for Bernina. They have them for every brand. You just have to make sure you get, and you choose the size, but this is just a 5x7 because really that's all you need for a hat. You don't need a big one for a hat. It's overkill. You're going to waste stabilizer. So I just think this is really cool. And a lot of people who have domestic smaller embroidery machines would probably love to do a hat every once in a while, and you can. And I'd be happy to show you this. That might not have been an easy way to see it, but the concept is very simple.
Wouldn't that be fun if you were doing a reunion or something like that to do hats for everybody? Or
it would be cool.
Just thinking.
We are not embroidery for hire, but a friend of a friend called and said, "Can you help this lady out, Monica?" And she reached out, and I ended up embroidering a hat for her just like that. And I was like, "Wow, that was easy. That was great." but I don't want to make a habit of it. So the dime hoops, just FYI, if you haven't ever used magnetic hoops, the dime hoops are by far the most popular. Some people love them. Some people are afraid of them because the magnets are very strong. Some machines don't like them as much as others. So my recommendation is trial and error. Try it out. But it does make rehooping a lot easier, especially if you're quilting in the hoop.
Yeah. Sounds like a great class.
Tony's laughing. What did somebody say? Anything?
Debbie. She's interested in dime hoops and a hat clip.
Well, we got him. You know where to find us, Debbie.
That's right. He's always wanting to learn something new.
Absolutely. These are not dime products, but shame on me if I didn't talk about them. So Baby Lock actually makes their own magnetic hoops. Now, I'll be honest with you. These are the best magnetic hoops on the planet.
These?
By a landslide.
Not the dime, but these.
So not to knock dime. Dime is fantastic. These are more durable. They have 8, I think, different magnets. So you can kind of even out and almost smooth out your fabric and then clip it on. They're very strong. They're very easy to use. They're also very expensive. So that's the one downfall.
It's ideal for quilting in the hoop.
It's fantastic for quilting in the hoop. What happens with the big hoops? Okay, magnetic, regular hoops, if it's too thick and it's moving, it tends to shift or even pop open. These aren't popping open. So that's the difference. And you get what you pay for. But these are very expensive. So people tend to go, I think it's, but you listen to Irene when she does her Solaris edge to edge or any class that Irene does. She owns every one of these. A lot of our customers started getting them and they go, oh, I get it now. So make the investment if you're serious about embroidery, or if you're doing quilting in the hoop. They have a 5x7, a 10x10, and I think a 7x14. So, and you guys know, if you did see the sticker, don't worry about that. We do price match. Even if we price match and they're on sale, it's still a pretty penny. But again, sometimes the investment is 100% worth it. Totally. So I love
Pretty amazing.
Yeah, they are amazing. Love my Baby Lock magnetic hoops. So easy to move fabric to get it on right. Thank you, Marilyn. I agree. I bought wrong one and can't bring it back as store I bought it from closed.
Oh, that's sad.
Chrissy, send me a message and let me know when you say you bought the wrong one, what that means. If we're talking about the magnetic hoops, I'm just curious. Maybe I can help you out. I don't know. But I'm willing to try. So send me just a message or even call the shop later today or something. Because that stinks. That's no fun. Dime, back to dime for your embroidery stabilizer. I mean, come on. Such a simple thing. Just like the little
so cute
saran wrap things. You basically put your stabilizer here. This is really hard to do at this angle.
What can I do to help you here?
Hold on. I think I got it on the wrong end. I think they can see what I'm talking about. So if you hold this down, hold that side.
Okay. No, wait a minute.
Hold that right there. There we go.
Take the village.
It's easier to do when it's down on the ground and you're doing. I'm trying to hold it up so you guys can see. But it literally just, so you're not wasting stabilizer, you put your stabilizer roll in there and then you kind of feed as much as you want and slice it off. It's great. Two sizes.
If you had several of these just stacked on top of each other, how pretty that would be.
It's a really pretty box.
It's a pretty box. But there's 2 different sizes, so that's awesome. Essential hardware bundle. So a lot of people have trouble hooping because if you don't have the magnetic hoops, when you're trying to press it down in there, either you're not loosening the screw or it's shifting around on you. So this hooping station is totally tubular.
Now, there's a step back.
Yeah, that's what it says. It's totally tubular. See, this is a nice little area for you to put your hoop on. Imagine if you have a shirt or something that hangs down. So that's nice. It's basically a little stand. It's a station. But for me, the big thing is the mat. It is a non-slip mat right there. And you can buy this separate, by the way. In fact, you can buy all of this stuff separate. You get a discount if you buy the whole bundle. And then this lamp here, this light here, is basically, it's a perfect alignment. So it gives you essentially a what's that called? Crosshair. Oh. So you can pinpoint placement. So you put your crosshair down, then you lay your hoop and you fabric down and you position it on the crosshairs, and it leaves you the perfect alignment, which is great.
That's really
And there's some Target stickers and other things. Anyway, really cool bundle. I don't think we talked about it on here, so I wanted to bring it. And for not beginner embroiderers, but for people who are trying to get a bunch of stuff at once, it's called a starter kit because it comes with a whole bunch of thread. I got 20 something, a bunch of 24 different colors of the exquisite embroidery thread. I shouldn't say embroidery thread, exquisite polyester thread, because you can use it for other things, but it is polyester. So hence this is an embroidery starter kit. I call it embroidery thread. And then you also get medium tearaway, water soluble topper, and the medium cutaway. You get pre-wound bobbins in there. Let's see, needles, a compass, which I don't have here, but that compass is awesome. It's a cheat sheet to tell you which stabilizer to use when.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
It literally is the perfect starter kit. And we got these for that embroidery baby lock thing that we did, and then they didn't come in time.
That's too bad, because that's really.
I know. So we have 2 of these left currently. So killer deal, killer bundle. And I just wanted to show you guys. Dime is awesome. It's Dime Embroidery is the name of their company. So what do you think they specialize in?
Dimes.
Nailed it.
Oh,
And embroidery. They're pretty good at embroidery. That was good. That was quick. That was good. She threw me. Okay, so don't forget about, speaking of embroidery, Solaris Edge to Edge still has spots available. I didn't write down the date, but that is for Solaris people only. And again, embroidery, but it's quilting in the hoop, edge to edge with Irene. Phenomenal class. If you have a Solaris, take the class, because there's a way to do it on the Solaris that makes it so easy. And Irene's fantastic. I'll talk about that at the end. Don't forget about the shop hop, which I'll remind you at the end as well. And the last thing I want to talk about before I give Joann the floor is this class here. So for Tamarack, did I say it right?
Yep.
October 23rd and November 6th. It is a 2-session class. How fitting is this with the cool glow in the dark?
Yeah, it glows. The eyes glow.
I mean, come on. I should be wearing this. But you have the option of making the vest or the jacket. And this class is with Judy Foxwell, who is awesome. I mean, when I say, we say that about all of our teachers because it's true. Judy is a wealth of knowledge. I also say that about all our teachers, but that's why they're our teachers. So really cool options. You can do either or. And it's just a great, we've never offered this. Or I think we did once, but it didn't go through. It is a Serger class. Yeah, thank you, Tony, for saying that.
Oh, it's a Serger class.
It is by Serger.
Yeah, you have to quilt.
A lot of people are getting Sergers and getting excited about Sergers. Our Serger club is huge. Well, this is a really good opportunity for you to get some garment knowledge, and in the meantime, make an awesome jacket or vest. So make sure you sign up for that. We do have some spots left. And again, that's October.
I don't know. When you come in the shop, just take a look at this jacket.
23rd.
It is so awesome. And
She quilted that in the hoop in her Solaris.
oh, really?
And she
So-
quilted it in the hoop on the Solaris. I don't know if the camera can pick that quilting up
Kinda.
or not a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure
I
you
can't
come
come
in and
across
look at it,
coloring,
because
so-
it's really, it's wonderful. And just in case you're saying, well, I don't do buttonholes, like I would say, these are not buttonholes, they are snaps, which I love that.
At the inside.
So there you go. You can see the quilting now.
Look at that.
It's
It's awesome.
It's a great jacket.
It is. So we're excited that Judy's going to be teaching that on the 23rd of October.
That might be a great Christmas present for somebody
For
Absolutely.
yourself.
like me.
Yeah.
Who's making Joann one?
Now there's a lot that I want here. I want the cap and I want the jacket.
Just want it all.
Get my little Christmas list going.
Yeah. Yeah, Cindy, that mat is super useful. Wow, starter kit is awesome. It is awesome. And I think it's been around for a while, but they've tweaked it. And I love that they put the pre-wound bobbins in there. Because
Yeah.
we're big on pre-wound bobbins, especially for embroidery. Takes away that whole possible tension issues in your bobbin. So anyway, call with any questions on any of that stuff. It's all here in the store where the classroom used to be, where we're standing. So when you walk in the back door to the left, this is now kind of where all of our dime embroidery, all the thread is here. So come in and see us.
Are you exhausted?
No, for sure.
Well, I knew Josh would have a lot to say today, so
I tried to go fast because we haven't given you enough time recently. I feel bad.
That's okay. That's okay. I understand. I don't feel rejected or neglected
Okay, good.
or lonely or
Is that
whatever.
way?
So,
Okay.
I just want to ask you, if you've been in a class, how many of you gone to a class where one of the fabrics you were told to bring, there's like 3.5 yards of it, and you end up with a pile like this, and you're trying to cut it, and it's all over the place, and you've only got this amount of room because your neighbor is right next door to you, and she's got 3 yards of fabric that's all piling on top of each other.
Right.
So today I thought I would tell you how you can fold your fabric so that you have this mess under control. So, and you don't have to cut it up. So, Josh, I'm gonna put this that way.
I'm gonna move some of our spooky spider web stuff.
So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take your fabric and you're gonna fold it in half, and you want it neatly folded in half and as neatly as possible. And you're just gonna fold it in half as much as you've got room for.
Can I see that, Tony? I think I can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
And so you fold it in half as far as you can, and then you start just folding it over like this. And you're just leaving it folded in half. You're not folding it any more than that. Just fold it in half. And then as you go along, you probably have to fold it again because you don't have that much room, because once again, there is somebody next to you.
Somebody right next to you.
Or you can do this on your dining room table at home, whichever.
Or on your new kookaburra.
That's right. Oh my goodness, so many options. So then you just keep folding, and until you get to the very end. Now, when I cut fabric, very rarely do I cut it so that it's so that I have a whole 24-inch width. I usually cut it when it's this width here. I didn't realize this was so big.
That was the point.
Okay.
That was the point. Okay.
More than 3 yards.
So now you have your fabric. You've come to the class. You've got your fabric nice and neatly folded, and you're ready to cut. So now all you need to do is unfold 1 or 2 folds. Decide how big you want this to be, and you can cut. I'm not going to cut here because Josh doesn't have a cutting mat, but you can trim off your edge and then cut the side, cut what you want. And you have it all under control. It's nice and neat, and you're not frustrated with all this fabric. I had a class recently where they had to have 3.5 yards of one of the fabrics, and one of the women was like, I don't know what to do. This is all a mess, and I can't keep track of it all. And I don't know how to cut this. Well, this is how you do it.
Does that make sense to everybody? Because it's so smart. You're folding it over, and then obviously you've got the correct length. It's just that
saves you time.
Saves you time. Yeah.
Saves you time and frustration.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that was it. That's all I got.
You just expect me to talk that much now, so you're like, I'm just gonna.
Yes.
Char said she doesn't even like that at home, and yeah, you're right. Yeah. Well, it's tough. Here in the shop, we've got the big counter. And even then, when you've got that much yardage, and when you go to a classroom, usually you're next to somebody.
You're next to somebody, and you've got your sewing machine. And if you've brought that big sewing machine that so many people have, you've got very little room in your little space there. So you need to kind of keep things under control.
Are you saying we need bigger tables for classroom?
No.
We need a bigger classroom for the tables.
Now, that would be a good idea, but
I know.
But everything is perfect. You just need to adapt.
Be adaptable. That's true. And don't be grumpy about it.
That's right.
When you go to a class, it's supposed to be fun. So these little tips can make it less aggravating.
That's right.
Right. But you know what? Most people that come down here are happy. They know it's a classroom and they got to move some stuff around, and it's not, our TVs aren't perfectly mounted up on the walls because we don't have the walls where you can't, but everybody's like so positive about it.
Yeah.
So.
And that's very true. No, but when the times that I've seen that happen in class, nobody's been angry or but it is a little frustrating. Just but you're right. Quilting is a happy sport.
Should be. Enjoy the journey, right?
That's right.
That she never says that anymore. But
I don't say that.
I know I forgot about this. So
What?
Were you gonna say anything else?
No, I'm done.
Wow, that really was short and sweet. Okay. So next week
That's a great tip.
next week I won't be here, so you get the whole day, the
Oh,
whole
wow.
however long you want to talk about something.
Oh,
So
wow. Well, we'll have to talk about that.
so you guys can powwow and come up with something. You're right. Tony's pointing to this awesome hoop hanger behind Joann. I'm just going to roll this up here. Joann, I'm going to put
There
it
you
just
go.
so they can see it for
They
a
can
second.
totally can see it.
They can see it now. This is one of Baby Lock's new things that we saw first at Baby Lock Tech. We just got a couple of them in. It's one of those things. It's like, duh. And people use things and they can make things at home, but a lot of people don't want to make the stuff. So boom, you can buy one. It's awesome. It's got little pockets up here, but it's made so well. These are just snaps. So there's 2 hoops in this one, and literally it just snaps. And it's got 2, 4, 6, 8 different snaps, and you can double up the hoops. There's not an issue with weight. So magnetic hoops, which those ones that I were talking about, the Baby Locks, they're fairly heavy. Good morning, Christy.
Good morning.
But this is an awesome, just little addition, and you can hang it. It comes with a door. Is that what you're pointing at? It actually comes, I think it's on the back, but little over the door hangers.
Neat.
So you could put it on the back of your door, which is great. So hoops are one of those things, unless you bought like the cabinet that is the embroidery center that has the hoop hooks and you've got the perfect place. Hoops are annoying because they're everywhere and they're always coming undone, and it is what it is. But this just really helps it get organized. Again, an organized station makes you feel better, and you will literally sew more. Be more creative. We've talked about that.
And you can find them as opposed to sticking them in the drawer or some other place or
Pile of fabric.
in a pile of fabric. That's right.
It's true. Okay, so one of the other things on my list, and I kind of just said it, was the pattern parade. I'll take this down. So, Joann, do you know what the pattern parade is?
Yes, it's the next North Florida shop hop.
She's
Good,
reading
she's reading it. It's like, whoa, good job.
Well, I knew that anyway.
So, North Florida shop hop.
But I think this is wonderful because instead of doing having the block and the fabric that you have to make, which I don't want to do, they give you the pattern and a card this size. And so you have a pattern, and will there be, oh, you don't know yet if there's going to be kits for it, but you'll have the pattern all with a picture on the front and instructions on the back, and that's what you get. And I think that's an awesome idea.
Absolutely. What a cool concept. I mean, Jamie at Cinnamon's, didn't invent this, but I'm so glad that she was the one that brought it to the table. Jamie, awesome job. They're really good at hosting a shop hop, I gotta say. Organization is important. So anywho, it basically, you go to how many shops? 2, 4, 6, 7 shops, and each shop you will get a postcard pattern with. It'll actually, so for example, ours, we had our quilt hanging it's in the store, but it was at the booth, and it'll have our logo and our quilt on it, and it's the pattern. And then some shops are opting to do kits. So I can't say how many, I don't know. Some people love kits. You don't love kits, right? I don't know.
I have so much fabric.
But everybody's different. So we're not sure who's doing kits, how many we're doing, but it's going to be a really fun shop hop, and you'll get 7 different postcard patterns.
Including 2 for cut up and sew.
That's right.
I think one of them should be that lighthouse.
So, well, it's already made.
Oh.
So Brenda, they made the quilt sample already because we had to for time's sake. But we couldn't break the news to people, and so of course it still says Bees on there, but obviously the location is not changing, just the name. So because the shop hop is next year, we take over Bees November 2nd. It will obviously be, you're going to go to 2 cut up and sew stores. So we're excited for this.
How do they do it?
Oh yeah, you got to get a passport. How do you do it? That's a good question.
He is so smart.
We do have the passports here in the shop. In fact, my notes say there's 8 left. The first 25 people to purchase a passport from each shop get a free fat quarter. We have 8 left for those free fat quarters, but there's plenty of postcards, or passports. We're not going to run out. Don't worry about that. So, but we do have them. They're here in the shop. How much?
$5.
$5.
Free to sign. If you get it before January 1st, $7 after January 1st.
No wonder you're the producer.
Is that what that is?
Oh, it does say right here. I was like, it doesn't say that. Right here in the yellow line. You know, this is my problem. I see like, oh, where's the pictures? This is a lot of words.
Yeah.
It's like homework. Yeah. Passports are $5 until December the 31st, and they're $7 starting January 1st. And obviously you see right there, it is January the 18th through the 25th.
Yep.
So this is a great shop hop because these are what we call what I call the local shops. It's very doable. You can easily get to all the shops and participate.
Mm-hmm.
And then after this shop hop's done, we'll talk more about the All Florida Shop Hop.
That's the one that's overwhelming to me.
The only thing I'm going to say about the All Florida Shop Hop, the fabric finally is awesome.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes. Because you know how I felt about the last couple of selections of fabric. This one's great. It's really cool. It's still Florida themed, but it's pretty and the colors are awesome.
Oh, good.
So I'm excited for that. But first, this shop hop. So, and we do have passports here. Feel free to call if you have any questions. You guys know how to find us.
You didn't say anything about your birthday party.
Not yet.
Not yet. You mean this birthday party? So we talked about it on Saturday. It was one of the last things I've got.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, before I say that, Tales from the Drip. See that face? Because people don't know what it is. So you've heard of Java with Josh because we've done the Java with Josh a handful of times. Well, Tales from the Drip essentially is a Halloween-themed Java with Josh. But perfect timing because I know people, even though we keep talking about it and I try to answer all the questions, people have questions about what's happening to Palm Coast when you're getting St. Augustine. What are you doing in St. Augustine? Mm-hmm. That really is going to give me selfishly an opportunity to ask you, especially I'd love for you St. Augustine folks, Jacksonville folks, people that go to Bees, come to this Tales from the Drip here on Palm Coast because then we can have the conversations and you can tell me what you want. I mean, that's how we
make a list.
Please do. Sincerely. Yeah. And I always say it. I love constructive criticism, but so it gives me a chance to just have conversations with you guys, but also it's a huge show and tell. It's Halloween almost. So we're doing a Halloween theme. So if you dress festive or if you're awesome and you come fully decked out like we're going to do, there'll be discounts, special discounts for you. And we'll do some giveaways and things like that. So it's going to be fun. Also, it'll give us a chance to show you some of the new products, talk about new classes we got coming up. That's pretty much it, right? Yeah. Most of you guys have been to a Java with Josh. Maybe not most of you. We've got a lot of new friends. Mm-hmm. Even more now. That's right.
Even more now.
So
if you haven't been, come.
I would really love for all of you to come because it's a great opportunity for us just to connect, interact, and make sure we're all on the same page. And honestly, tell us that we're doing stuff right.
Yeah.
Or wrong.
Or wrong.
Yeah, balance it. You know, the wrong is supposed to go in the middle, surrounded by 2 rights.
Well, I say it about every day. Hey, if you guys are happy and you just want to give us compliments, hey, I'm your guy. If you have any complaints, Maria Ward works Monday. I think she's over there, right?
No wonder she looks grumpy.
No, Maria's awesome. And I always joke with her about that. So, but please sign up. It's going to be fun. So, and yes, we move the tables and we pack people in. I mean, it's stage and seating. I figured you were here. Oh, she's got a stick.
You better watch
it.
I hear you.
There she is, in case you're wondering.
That's great. And then November the 1st is our 3rd anniversary birthday party that we were calling it here at Cut Up and Sew. And you're going to get a little mini passport stamped here. And then the very next day, you're going to go to our official opening at St. Augustine Cut Up and Sew, November the 2nd. And if you get stamped at both places, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I don't know what that's all about.
Bragging rights for days. No, we got something planned. I don't know what it is yet, but Tony's like smirking, like she has some ideas. So we're excited. A lot of stuff coming up. A lot of exciting things. We just want to make sure we're doing it right for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
we're having fun. I think you guys are having fun.
Mhm.
If there's any questions.
And now's the time that we can ask you if you have any questions, because we do that every time now. Q&A.
Q&A.
Code word. Thank you. I didn't write that down. Hey, Nina. We were just talking about you. I think we were going to have Nina on at some point, either this weekend. If possible, we might have Nina on one more time before she gets down here. If you haven't taken a class with Nina, you should.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
very fun.
You really should.
She is a very fun teacher.
Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, please put them in the comments right now. We'll sit here for just about 2 minutes or so. But then again, if you're watching this back and it's not live, hashtag replay so that we know that you're doing. Yeah, it works.
Awesome.
It is awesome. It helps us see who watches it back. It also bumps it back up to the top of the Facebook algorithm world. So it helps. And your hearts and likes and shares are amazing. Thank you guys. You're wonderful. But if you have a question and you're watching it back and it's not live, we will still go back and see that and answer it. Oh, I missed it. Nina, you can't watch us all the time. Anytime we're on, we're talking about you. So you're going to miss it every once in a while.
Yes, but she can watch the replay.
And you can watch hashtag replay. Doesn't look like there's any questions today. I think I signed. So code word. Parade.
Parade.
I like that. Pattern parade is the motivation for that, I believe. So code word parade. If you don't know what the code word is, I guess I should say this every time. Anytime you come in to cut up and sew, you pay with cash, you get your name and a ticket for a drawing to win a gift card. It's called the Cash Pig. If you say the super duper secret code word, you get 2 tickets. So the code word for this week is parade. So when you come in, bring your cash and say parade, you'll get 2 tickets to win, to enter for a chance to win.
We draw that.
Oh, it is the first. So
Yeah, we should have.
I guess I should have done that today.
Oh, well.
We do the drawing around the first of the month.
So maybe Saturday, maybe
Yeah.
Wednesday, maybe next Monday.
Right.
Maybe that's
It'll
something
happen.
that Tony and I can do.
There you go. I'll probably
As
have
long
to
as
do
your
it for
name's
that.
not in it.
Most likely,
Right.
actually, it'll be Wednesday. Because I was trying to go live every Wednesday, do a little tour. I haven't done it just because of stuff. So maybe Wednesday we'll do the drawing, which is close enough. But code word parade. Make sure you sign up to get our texting. What is the address of the St. Augustine location? 1975 Old Moultrie Road.
Very easy to get to from Palm Coast.
You don't even have to go on the highway.
Nope. No,
It is
95.
It is 30 minutes from store to store.
Mhm.
I said 34 minutes because that was exact, but 30 minutes sounds a little better.
Depending upon the lights.
That's true. And again, if you live in Palm Coast, if you drive from one side to the other, it's 20 minutes.
That's right.
So what's 10 more minutes?
That's right. And on the way home, there's the best barbecue place that you can imagine.
Is it the one on the right next past that where they have all the sign, the yard thing?
Work's not yet.
I've never been there, but I see it all the time because that's how we go to the beach.
Mhm. It's so good. So you
Nice.
can go there and then have something to eat on your way home or bring home dinner.
There you go. Or do it on the way so that you bring us some barbecue down in Palm Coast. I like barbecue.
Yeah.
All right. Don't forget to sign up to text. Text Cutting Crew, all capitals, to 85100. Don't forget to register for Tales from the Drip, which October 26th is the date for that. All the fun dime essentials are here. Thanks again for the Ryan's Case charity sewers. You guys are amazing. Last day for the quilt show specials is today. So come in and take advantage of that, especially the AccuQuilt stuff, Caterpillar stuff, and all the 3-yard bundles and kits and all sorts of stuff. And I'm leaving for Illinois on the 6th. So come in, be nice to the ladies. They can totally take care of you. And that's year round. That's always. That's not when I'm gone. So I think that's it. So
No way.
live to create. Don't do it. Live to create.
And create because creating is fun.
That's good. You just thought of that right at the end, right?
Well, no, not at the end, but I've been thinking about it.
And it
It's
just happened to
really
say
cool.
fun. That's